So I'm just going to go up, have a little bit of fun, make this run, maybe make one more, and then we're going to be pretty much be done. And then we're going to watch the quick 16 run. You can see all these guys. There's Steve, there's Kyle. All those guys are up there. They're getting ready to do some racing, and then they're going to have a quick 8. And yeah, it's going to be awesome, you guys. Definitely going to be awesome. So we'll get some footage of that, and then we'll go from there, all right? And then I got this guy bugging me. Hello.
Are you aware your tailgate's down? There's a Gatorade on the back.
Oh. Well, we got to open that up, so we're going to take care of that right now. Final day. We're finally here at Mid-Michigan. Jenny's hiding in the car. That way she can actually stay warm and all that. You can see we got the Team Morris behind us back there. We are waiting for the last, not tech-in, but the last driver's meeting, and then we're going to make our runs and get down to the nitty-gritty. I'm telling you, man, then we're all done. Go get some food. This thing needs a severe bath. Bad. All right, sir. Last night I noticed in the hotel you walked off with some chocolate milk that you didn't pay for.
Oh, no. I went right up there and paid the man his money. And
Or was that me not paying for root beer and M&Ms? One of the two.
I don't know, it was pretty complicated. No register, no sign saying where to pay for anything.
It's all good. I say people are already getting up there. So how's it going? How you been doing so far?
Good. I'm not in competition with anybody in my class, but we're having fun, and it's the first time out.
I'm gonna say, being the new build and all that.
Yeah, we're gonna see if it'll go faster today.
Now, would you mind going over a little bit of the new motor? Because you're out of the LS world.
Sure.
Now you're into the big block. I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind taking a little look at that tiny little air conditioning unit you got up front.
Yeah.
That you had to use a forklift to put in.
I used a cherry picker to hold the turbo where I wanted it.
How big is this thing?
It's a 540 cubic inch big block. It's 12-to-1 with a 118 millimeter precision turbo.
So it's a 118. Holy crap,
Yep.
man.
Little
So it's good
baby
for
turbo.
about 1,000 horse.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna say it fits nice, man.
Yeah, it's Monte Carlo. We got room for days in here.
I'm gonna say.
So,
Now, what was the hardest part of going through the build?
figuring out all the piping and just stacking everything up in here and making it all fit
I get you.
how I
get
wanted
you.
it to.
It looks good, man.
Thank you. It's a lot of work. A lot of put it
Say.
together, take it apart, put it together, take it apart.
And that intercooler is stuffed in there.
Yeah, it's a little snug. We ended up building that intercooler. I made the tanks on the end and got 2 CSF cores and stacked them together. And
Okay.
I had a buddy weld it all up for me, so it works. I mean, it actually loses intake air temp going down the track, which is kind of nice.
So that would be for efficiency.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've only had a little bit of time on it, but how are you liking the big block with the single compared
I
to?
absolutely love it. My old setup, I had to leave on 15 pounds and ramp it to 36 pounds, and it would go 560s.
Yep.
This one, I leave on 2 pounds, ramp it into 9 at 2.5 seconds out, and it went 560s.
So you haven't even done anything. I mean, oh man.
No, I haven't even really leaned on it yet. But
So then what's the hope? I'm gonna say, what's the quickest you've been with the LS?
560s.
560's been the quickest. So to break your PB, I mean, is gonna be
Yeah.
put it at double digits, and you're gonna break your PB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It made 707 wheel on 3.5 pounds boost.
Oh.
It made 1,052 on 10 pounds boost.
So you're gonna turn it up to about that mark just to break it.
We actually been leaving on 2. Today I'm gonna leave on 4, and I moved the ramp back to 1.8.
Okay. I'm gonna say, it seems like you're hooking. I got some videos of you ripping on this thing. Doesn't look like you're having any problems hooking. I mean.
No, I got a 40-foot wheelbase.
pretty much just going to do a one and done, because after I told you guys about, and yes, we got the Gatorade and we got the tailgate closed, but it's just pretty much going to be a one and done. It's just too damn close, and at that point, why put the abuse on the Lightning? But I'm going to show you where we ended up. We got a 839 at 84 mile an hour. Yeah, the 60 foot, 190, and I am literally on this thing. I am literally just slowly getting into it. You'll see when I first tried to do a dry hop that it just ended up spinning. That was just whacking the throttle at a dead idle. It's still blowing the tires off. So at that point, I just tried it for a second time, got into it a little slower. It still spun. That time when I took off, I literally just, by the time I got to the tree, I was probably flooring it. It took off, did well. I ended up checking that out to quarter mile conversion, and that pretty much says that this thing should have been running 13.0s, like a 13.08, 13.07, somewhere in there, and that would have been the fastest pass this truck's ever made. But we didn't get to make it through the quarter mile, because obviously this is 8th mile stuff. So I'm going to hand this ticket in, and we are going to see some quick 8 and quick 16 running. They're prepping the track right now. So we got the girl team here, first time.
Yes.
Absolutely digging it. So how did everything go? How did you enjoy the cruising? How did you enjoy the racing and all that?
It was pretty good. The testing went great. Kept getting faster and faster. First day, faster and faster. Second day, faster. Today, not as much. Had some car issues, but it is what it is. Cruising was fine. She did some of the driving.
Oh, had to
I
split
did
it off.
Yeah, split it up a little bit. But other than that, I think it was pretty good.
She's talking about today not being all that great because there was some issues with fuel pressure and stuff, but we were just supposed to come out and test and get used to everything. So the fact that she's like, oh no, it's gonna wreck my average. I'm like, oh girl, we have started something.
But it's all good. Now, your quickest time that you ran was a 6:45?
6:45.
6:45?
Yep.
Okay, so what was the spread? So what were the three that you handed in? It was like a 6:45?
Yeah, 6:45, 6:40, either 8 or 9. Yeah, 9.
Okay.
And then a 6:50.
That's still not that
It
bad.
was pretty cool because Steve, her, and Kyle all ran. Steve ran a 440, Kyle ran a 540, and she ran a 640, all back right one after
Same
the other.
track,
So
yeah.
it was fun.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it? You'll be coming back and doing it again?
Yes.
Well, actually, like you said, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. You guys have to be
Summer.
checking it out. 6 summer, 2 weeks. My boy Kyle. So how did everything go this weekend for you? Cruise and all that stuff? Anything crazy start happening? I haven't had a chance to really yip with you yet.
Really, it went really smoothly. I can say that in confidence now that it's over. So,
Now that it's over.
yeah, I mean, the car stayed nice and cool, runs like a sewing machine. I think I ended up finishing 4th in small tire, which is
Okay.
pretty good. So, I mean, the 3 cars that were ahead of me they're bad brother truckers. So, they deserve that for sure.
Now, what did you get? Did you know what your average was? Or
You know, I haven't calculated my average, but I believe it's a 520.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Now, you did do some PBs.
I did do some PBs, a few PBs.
Like I say,
knocking them down.
your 60 foot, you did what, a 10th off your 60 foot?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she's
More than.
more than?
Yeah, because my prior best 60 foot before now was like a 126.
Oh, wow,
I'm
yeah.
going, 115s now.
Yep. And the way that the suspension is on that thing, if I'm remembering it right, when you start getting into the 120s, that thing would just want to start skyrocketing up.
Yep.
I mean, now you are getting good separation. You guys will see from some of the passes, yeah, I mean, it still yanks the wheels. Not saying it's just planting the ground and doing that, but it's still yanking the wheels for sure. But the 115, and then you ended up doing a PB for 8th mile an hour?
Yep, and mile an hour. And the actual ET.
Oh,
So
I
went
thought that was-
503, which is my personal best.
Okay, what was it before? 506?
No, I want to say it was like 509 or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, put it there, man.
But that
Heck
was
yeah.
a totally different car back then. That was like, I think at that point, back at Sick Week 2021 when I did that, that was at like 42, 43 pounds of boost.
You're putting that much
This is
to it.
still only 36 to 38 pounds of boost. I didn't pull the data log yet.
Okay. Still, and 144, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the mile an hour is there for oh my gosh. You're gonna be over 180 in the quarter for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean I've been the last, so my personal best quarter mile is an 804. No, it's 803 at 180. So, and then that was with like a 530 something.
Oh man. So needless to say, this year we should be seeing some 7-second passes coming out of this bad boy.
Yeah, we'll change the oil pan out to get rid of my oil pressure issues and run quarter mile. We'll definitely be discovered.
So if there's any more drag, well, what, 2 weeks? You got Sick Week? Are you going?
6 summer, and
Or-
right now I'm not planning on going.
No?
I gotta get back to the shop so I can work on stuff.
We got some other things that are going to be happening, I know, in a couple of
Yep.
weeks and all that. So you got a busy schedule.
Yes, sir.
But it was an awesome time. It was a great time. And I'm glad you guys got me out here too, man. This was a blast. I enjoyed this big time.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. I know you guys got to get all this loaded up. Joe's busting his butt getting this thing loaded up, so. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not busting my butt at all. Kyle's been busting his butt, breaking records.
It was an exciting time here. Absolutely. The final day was awesome. I hope you guys dug the quick 16 and the quick 8. That was a blast. Kyle ended up doing so many PBs on this. Everybody had a great time out here. And yes, I definitely want to do a drag and drive again. This was an absolute blast. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope to see some of you guys at a drag and drive, or even just at some of these local hangouts and some of these local racetracks. Get your butts out there, all right, you guys? So till we meet again, take care. See ya.